I want you to begin, for people who aren't familiar with it, begin with this alleged gang rape. I know it happened last November. So how did police learn about it?
Well, the young girl was in school, and these videos, onlookers of this event. We know it was at least on one day, and it might have been on other days also. Things happened, but on the one main event, apparently videotaped and photographed things with their cell phones, and so it was getting, becoming a very popular, went viral basically around the school. And someone reported it to the school authorities that they'd seen this. They were very upset because they knew the young girl and they recognized her.
Hang on, let me back you up.
School officials...
Let me back you up. This whole thing started, according to your article, from this 19-year-old young man who sort of lured this 11-year-old into a mobile home, an abandoned mobile home, allegedly. And then from there, he then called in other young men to partake. Yes?
Right. It started out, he asked her to go riding around with him and some other, 3 other young men, I think it was. And they first went to another person's house. And it kind of started actually at this one house. And then when a relative of that person came home, they scrambled out the back window and they ended up in that mobile home, and it continued on there.
Now, so far, 18 young men have been arrested. According to you, they range in age from middle school all the way up to 27 years of age. How are police tracking them down? All through these videos that were allegedly shot?
I believe so, in interviews, and it's been a long investigation. But I think it's 17 total so far. But it's been very... because people are wondering who's involved, who's not. It's disturbing the whole basketball team, and I think they lost on Wednesday. Needless to say, they've lost a couple of players. Some of these people are adults. Some of these people had criminal records.
Because you're saying some of these young men were on this Cleveland high school star basketball team. Is that what you got from investigators?
Right.
I understand.
Right, they were. Well, I think the basketball team's ranked 3rd in the state, and so at least 2 of the people played on the team and were starters. Now they're not on there anymore. I don't believe, because they haven't returned to school.
Well, CNN has not been able to confirm that, but again, that is confirmation from you, according to investigators. But I want to get to this 11-year-old. I know you spoke with her mother exclusively. How is she doing?
Her mother is saddened because she's prevented from being with her daughter, as is her brothers and sisters and father.
Why
They've been
is that?
separated. She's in a... Children's Protective Services will not discuss the case because there's a gag order, but they've had some hearings, and the parents tell me that she's been put in foster care as a safe house, because as these names come out, as this trial goes on, that it's going to become dangerous for actually them too. They should move from the area, they believe, because there have been people calling the house and just saying, like, where is she? And they don't believe the mother that she's not there. Then they cuss and get upset, and they're worried it could become worse than that. And so they just kind of don't want any more pressure on her or the family.
Understandable. I know you spoke with an attorney representing 3 of these young men. What did he say? What is his defense?
Well, he believes that, you can't... He's not trying to say anything that happened, if whatever happened, that it would be good, anything would be good for an 11-year-old, but he said the little girl is not, it wasn't like she was completely innocent in this case. It wasn't like she was kidnapped or something, and whether he was indicating that she might have been a willing participant.
Yet at age 11, as you point out, an 11-year-old cannot legally give consent.
Right. And I do believe at some point a police affidavit says she was not, that she was balking and there were threats made.